In this video, we present you with the top 5 largest empires in history, with a brief overview over each empire. But before we begin, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more knowledge and entertainment. Number 5. The Umayyad Caliphate. The empire covered about 5 million square miles of land, which is equivalent to about 8% of the Earth's land mass. At its peak, the Umayyad Caliphate controlled the Middle East, parts of India, much of North Africa and Spain, comprising a population of around 62 million people, which was nearly 30% of the world population at the time. It was considered one of the most powerful and expansive of the Islamic caliphates. Later on, the Umayyads were overthrown by the Abbasids, who formed the Abbasid Caliphate, which ruled the Islamic world for the next several hundred years. Number 4. The Spanish Empire. It covered 7.72 million square miles, which is equivalent to more than 13% of the Earth's land mass. The creation of this empire was achieved through marriage politics rather than conquest. Through such politics, the empire inherited vast territories and expanded to comprise about 68 million people. It grew by trade, industry, and the vast imports of silver from foreign sources. During the 16th century, Spain held a tremendous amount of gold and silver, which was equivalent to around $3 trillion in terms of our time. The destruction of the Spanish fleet by Napoleonic forces at the Battle of Trafalgar in 1805 marked the beginning of the end for such empire. Number 3. The Russian Empire. It covered 9.15 million miles of land, which is equivalent to 15% of the Earth's land mass. The empire was established during the reign of Peter the Great after Russia emerged victorious from the Great Northern War fought against the Swedish and Polish empires. Russia had the largest army and was considered the most powerful in Europe prior to World War I. However, due to oppression, poverty, and various economic issues, a revolution broke out on February 1917, which terminated such vast empire. Number 2. The Mongol Empire. By 1280, it was the largest contiguous empire in history, covering an area of 9.27 million square miles. The Mongol Empire started as groups of nomadic tribes united by Genghis Khan in 1206. The Mongol cavalry was the backbone of such empire. Being the best riders, they inflicted terror and fear upon the earth with their brutal and merciless acts. Everyone who stood against them was defeated and had to endure the torment of defying them. However, in 1260, the great Mongol cavalry suffered its first decisive loss to the Mamluks at the Battle of Ain Jalut. The defeat is of significant historical importance, as it was the first Mongol defeat and territorial loss that was not avenged. It broke the invincibility of the Mongols and halted the Mongol advance into North Africa and their potential dominance over Europe. In the same year, the empire started to divide into smaller empires, leading to civil war. Number 1. The British Empire. It was the largest empire in history, covering about 13.7 square miles, which is equivalent to more than 22% of the Earth's land mass. The British Empire started with overseas colonies and trading posts, and gradually it grew to comprise large protectorates and dominions. Britain relied mainly on sea power for the creation and maintenance of this empire. The size and prestige of the Royal Navy was unrivaled, and its power had no equal all over the globe. However, the financial burden of World War I marked the last years for the British Empire, and Japan's occupation of its territories in the Second World War and the loss of India in 1947 brought the days of the British Empire to an